Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. This is a session on Microsoft To Do. Okay, so this is an app that you may not have heard of, but it's an absolutely brilliant app to keep yourselves organised. Now, I'd just like to tell you all that we might not be a full hour in this session, but I'm hopefully going to give you plenty of information to go away with, and I'm going to create a few little breaks so that you can go away and you can try some of these things for yourself whilst I'm on the call. And obviously, if you need any help, you can ask me while I'm while we're on the training session. Okay. So Microsoft To Do. Okay. If anybody doesn't know me, my name is Heather. I'm a learning technologist. I work at the Grimsby Institute. I say Grimsby Institute, but we are a tech partnership. So we cover. We've done training in Scarborough. We do training in Skegness, learning centres. Modal, that sort. Pretty much anywhere. Anywhere that we have in the tech partnership. As a team, we sort of cover quite a wide area. I know Elaine's been out to Leeds and Doncaster and places like that as well. Okay, so if you are on Twitter, please just add me on Twitter. It's Heather_Hannah_. Okay. I think I know everybody on the call, but I've done basically I'm really passionate about using these Microsoft tools for they really sort of help productivity, and I just think that if you are in a position where you need to do list and make plans, this is going to be a really good app for you. Okay, so I'm going to do an overview of the To Do app now. Because obviously I'm working in Office 365, I've actually done a set of video tutorials for this. If you were in my Master Your Outlook calendar, you'll sort of know the format of this. Again, it's mainly because I don't want to sort of reveal anything on my Office 365 that basically, obviously it's against GDPR. So with using the videos, I can sort of blur things out and control things a bit more. I'm going to look at how these integrates with the Outlook tasks. Okay, so how you can flag emails and things and create tasks for using the To Do app. How it integrates with the planner. Okay, so there's another app called Planner, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and they kind of integrate together. And also using a team planner, so how you can basically create tasks for each of your team, for people in your team to complete, and you can see what each other's doing. And it's a really useful tool. I'm also going to show you very quickly how to use the mobile app. Not that you have to, it's just if you are, wanting to use it for, just to make little lists and things that you need to do, you might want to download the mobile app because it sends you little reminders. Okay, so To Do. Okay, so this is the first thing I'm going to show you how to do. Okay, so just before we start, Stanley Dupp is a dummy student. He's not a real student, so I'm not showing you anything on his account that's illegal. Okay, so locating the app then. Okay, so if you go down to here, you may have the To Do app on here. If you go into your waffle at the side. If you go into all apps on the side, you may it may be on there as well. Okay, so it's either down the side on your Office 365 or it's in the little waffle at the top. Okay, so let's just here we go. So this is what it looks like when you open it up. Okay, so again, this is just a again, I've just made up some of these tasks. Okay, they're not real. So this is what you have. You've basically got your task at the bottom there. So you starts off with My Day. Okay, so this is just a list of things that you need to do during the day. Okay, and you can just add tasks to that. The important tasks, again, you can star tasks that are important, and they will go into an important section. So as you can see, there's a section for that. The planned task. I don't know what that meant. If anybody could hear that, I don't know. I'm not sure. So the planned tasks, as you can see, these are what appears on the planner. Okay, and also think it basically, if you set a due date for any tasks that you want to complete. Assigned to you, again, this is linked to the planner app. So for example, the planner app basically is like a shared list of tasks, which I'll show you. And if somebody, say your manager assigns you a task, or you assign somebody else a task, that will come up on there. You've got the flagged email section, which again, if you're in your emails, you can flag an email, and what happens is that then that will appear in your to-do list. And then obviously you've got the tasks at the bottom here. Okay, so you've got this is how it's all kind of set up. This is in sort of the Office 365. Okay. You can also create lists of tasks and things and to-do lists down there. Okay, as you can see. And it's quite easy to create a new list on there as well. Okay. Cross, there we go. Right, so creating a task. To create a task, you just click on, say, My Day, and you can add a task. Okay, so you just click on the task that you want. So you click on it, you type in the task, the name of the tasks, and then you can just press enter, or you can click add. Okay, so for example, at the beginning of the day, you might go into your app and then might just do one of these digital lists. Okay, and if you click on that, these are the options. So you can add a step, which basically means you can add like a series of steps that you need to complete for that particular task. There we go. There, yeah. You can add a reminder, which again, which will pop up either on, if you've got your phone app, it'll pop up on there, or it'll pop up on your Outlook. So you can actually create a reminder for that particular task. You can create a due date for it. So if it's something that you want to, something you need to be completed by next week, you can create a little due date for it. And you can also do things like you can also say, it's just telling me to remind me when I need to actually, you can pick a date and time when it's going to remind you. So for example, if there's something that you need to do urgently, you can put that in your to-do app, and then you can set a reminder to do it the day before so that you remember. Okay, this really does do away with a lot of things like post-it notes and paper notepads, although some people still prefer paper notepads, and that's absolutely fine, but this just gives you a lot more in terms of options. It'll give you a lot more sort of reminders and things like that as well, and you can sort of see very clearly what you need to do in order. Okay, and you can add some notes there as well. So there you go. So I've edited my task. Okay, so I've put my sort of what I need to do. I can hide that by going to the hide detail view at the bottom. And as you can see, it's now got a due date. It's also got a little reminder, and it's got some notes in that of what I need to do at the bottom. Okay, and also if you click on the planned, that's now because I've added a due date to it. It's gone into my planned. It's gone into my planned tasks. Okay, so that is the sort of how to just simply on the to-do app how to add a task. Okay, just checking. There we go. So if you just wanted to mark off a task, so I've just missed a bit there. So if you just wanted to mark it as important, you can just star it. Okay, and if you just wanted to select to say that it's finished, you literally just press the little circle there, and it does make quite a satisfying noise, quite a satisfying ping noise if you've got your sound on. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. That's been sent off. There you go, and that's been sent as completed. Okay, you can create a list of tasks, for example. So if you just, you can create, a list of specific tasks around a topic. So you just click plus list. There you go. That's created a list for me. Okay, and then what I can then do is I can add tasks into those lists, as you can see at the top. Okay, and I can keep all those tasks together. Obviously, that's very good if you're working on specific projects, or you've got a specific, maybe a longer task that you need to do that's broken up into smaller tasks. You can create a list of tasks. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's just the overview of the app in Office 365. Okay, and you can use this as it is. Okay, you can just click on it and you can just use this as a digital virtual to-do list. But I think there's a lot of other things that you could do with this that integrate with the other applications that you use. Okay, so which is what we're going to do now. Okay, so if you can, I just want to so it'd be good if we could just try some of these things out while we're on the call. If you want to just pop out or just stay on the meeting, but just maybe just open up a new tab, try and locate and go to your to-do app in your Office 365 and try and create a task with the following. So a due date, a reminder, and try and add a step. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you have got lots of tasks that you could do. Okay, so I'm just going to give you just 5 minutes to do that, and then we'll come back to the meeting. Okay, so just 5 minutes, and then if anybody's got any questions whilst they're doing that, then I'll be here. Okay. Fabulous. Okay, looks like there's a few people that have managed to do that. Okay. Oh, brilliant. Found a task in 2015. Oh dear. Yeah, if you don't mark them off, they just stay there. Yeah, you have to mark them off as completed. Okay, I'm just going to move on. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Just give it a go. Be honest, computers probably will be dead slow because you're in a Teams meeting. It's pretty much why I have to set everything up on the internet before I start. Yes, all good. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so we're just going to move on then. Okay, so we're going to look at sort of say the integration with Outlook. This is basically how you can set up your emails as tasks. So if you're like me, oh, hello, somebody come off mute. Oh, okay, sorry, that was just an accident. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so if you're like me, and I'm sure like everybody is that's on the call, teachers, support staff, I'm sure you have a ton of emails that say, oh, can you just do this? Or even, certainly in my case, a lot of them is asking a question and I have to go away and find something out, or I have to do something. And so almost like I would say a good 80% of my emails that I get require some kind of task. Okay, so which is why sometimes it takes so long answering emails because obviously, and I'm sure exactly a lot of people are the same on here because you have to then go away and do something. So right, so this is obviously Stan's account. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how you can set up a flag an email. Some of you may already know how to do this, but I just want to show you how it works. It works quite well with the to-do app. Okay, so as you can see, this is Stan's emails. Okay, and I've sent him an email saying, please can you schedule a meeting for the managers for next week? Okay, so that's something that he has to do. Okay, so what I've done, I don't have time to do it right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to flag it. Okay, so if you're say in the morning when you come in, you can actually just go through and you can go right. Okay, just do a bit of email triage and go, yep. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, do that. Okay. So if you click on the little flag at the top here, okay, this will actually be flagged. Okay. So it says flag for follow up. Okay. If you click on that flag, or right click on the flag, you can actually set when you want to follow it up. Okay. So you can actually create a little flag and you can actually create a little due date for it. Okay. So if say, for example, somebody's popped you an email and you've got something to do, but you know what? Actually, it's not that urgent. The person said it's not that urgent. And you know what? It can wait till, say, the end of the week, or it can wait till tomorrow. And you've got loads of other stuff to do. So you're going to just flag that up as I'll do that tomorrow. So you can flag that and you can actually set a date for it. Okay, so now I've flagged that email. Well, where does it go? Okay, so now if I go to my to-do app, okay, if you click on the to-do app, you can actually access it from the bottom, as you can see there from the navigation pane. If I go to my little to-do app, I can go back to my tasks that I've got to complete. And it'll appear now in my flagged email, as you can see. If you click on flagged email, it's now there. Okay, so now if I can click on that, okay, and I can actually see the email at the bottom. I can see if, you know, I can actually even set reminders, and I can add steps and all sorts of things. So I can see that email that's been sent to me in my to-do app. Okay, so alongside all the other things that I've got to do, my lists and things, that creates a list of your emails, of things that you've got to do. So you don't need to constantly keep searching through your emails. If you just go, right, okay, look at your email, go, yeah, got to do that, got to do that, got to do that, got to do that, flag, 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 and then you just have a list of the things that you need to do. Okay, and you're not constantly scrolling back through. Okay, so that's basically, in a nutshell, that's the integration with Outlook, that how you can do it. So you can flag those emails as tasks. Okay. There we go. So I'm just going to see if you all can do that, if that's okay. So just pop to your, should be super quick. Pop to your emails on Office 365, flag an email, and just look at it in the To-Do app. So if you just want to pop to your Office 365, flag an email. Some of you may already do this, but yeah, you can just see how it works, integrates with that To-Do app. If you want to, you can try and set a due date for it by just right-clicking on the flag. And just let me know when you've done it. Okay, so using the To-Do app with the planner. Okay, so the planner is a slightly different app. Okay, so this is this again, you can get to the planner through your waffle at the top here. Okay, so basically share your screen with the layout. It doesn't show flagged emails. Please, could you share your screen with layout? Sorry, could you just, what, I'm not quite sure. Do you mean the layout of the To-Do app or the layout of the emails?
Yes, the To-Do app. I'm not sure where I could find the flagged emails, and I would do the task with a date, etc., etc.
Oh, right, okay. I can't share my screen because I've obviously done just done the video tutorials. I'll just go back and see if I can show you. So do you need to know what it looks like on the To-Do app on your PC?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so I'll just go back to that previous slide. So yeah, so it should, if I just go forward a bit, hang on. So you should, if you go into the, if you're in the To-Do app on your PC, you should have the list down here that says flagged emails and then tasks.
I had it at first and then it disappeared. I'm not sure how to go back to that initial page.
Okay, so if you go to the waffle at the top, are you on Office 365?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you go to this little waffle at the top,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you click on that, and then it should give you the option to find the To-Do app. If it's not on there, let me just go back to where it said at the beginning. There we go. Because I just don't want to. Hang on, let me go back to here. There we go. Locating the app. Yeah, so it'll be either on here or it'll be it'll be somewhere on here. And if it's not, if you just click all apps, it should be on a list at the bottom. It should be on there.
I just send a screenshot of how it appears.
Okay. Are you oh, right, okay. Are you on a different, sorry, are you one of our external guests by any chance?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. I didn't realise it might. Okay, obviously looks slightly different in different tenancies. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realise that would look different on different. It's yeah. I don't know if it might be something to do with your organisation.
Okay, we'll check it out. No problem.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realise it looked different on different tenancies. It could just be to do with the permissions on your organisation.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Right, check it out. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you. Okay. Yes, let's just using the to-do with the planner. Okay, so the planner basically is an app that you can use with your team, okay, to set up tasks for your team. It's brilliant for projects. If you've got a project with your team, or if you've got a project where you need to add people to do it and you've got a specific set of tasks to do, the planner is the way to do this. If you're in a team, in a team, as in a team on Teams, I'm going to show you how you can set one up in Teams, but I'm just going to start off by just showing you the actual app itself. Okay, so this is actually my planner. Okay, and I've actually set up a new plan. Okay, you can access it using you can get it again from the waffle, and again that should be in the all apps section. Okay, so if you wanted to create a new plan, I'll just go back there. I've just gone a little bit too much there. Okay, so if you wanted to create a new plan, you just go to the planner. Okay, if you don't have any plans, you see all this. But if you click on new plan, actually, sorry, I just realised I am in. There we go. You can actually see that better now. If you click on new plan, come on. There we go. You can just set a plan name. So if you've got a project that you want to work on with your team, you can do that in Planner. Here we go. Just made one up. Okay, so it's probably better in most situations to just mark it as private. Where it says add to an existing Office 365 group, it's like basically similarly to add into a team, but we're not going to worry about that because we're going to show you how to add it to a team. Click on private and then create a plan. Okay. And what you have in here, okay, as you can see, you've got the different tasks. Now, basically, buckets are like topics. Okay, so for example, if you've got a big project happening, or you've got an event, it could actually be used for planning events and things as well. You might have a different bucket for different topics. So you might have a bucket for example, if you're planning on, say, for example, a welcome event, you might have a bucket which says sort of admin. You might have another bucket that says emails to staff. It might have another bucket that says student information, organisation, etc. So anything that you can think of for a project or for an event, you can set tasks out into little topics. Okay, and these are basically called buckets. So to add a new bucket, you just click add a bucket, and then you just call it what you want to call it. There you go. So I've just added a couple there. Okay, and each of these generates a different task. Okay, so if I wanted to add a task, it's asking me to add a member. Okay, so if I want to add a member, which basically means I can add other staff members to this planner. Okay, so if you're in a team, you can add the members of your team. Okay, I'm just going to add Stanley Dupp. There we go. Stanley Dupp is going to be added to this planner. There we go. Cool. Go. There you go. Okay, there we go. So I've added me, and I now have Stanley Dupp in the planner. Okay, so if I wanted to say if I need Stanley to do something, so I'm going to set him a task. Okay, so I need him to do a certain task for project 1. So I'm going to put in the task name. There we go. So this is what I need to do. So in the planner, I can set certain things. I can set a due date. Okay, and I'm going to assign this to Stanley Dupp. Okay, so this is me as Heather assigning a task to Stanley Dupp. Okay, if I wanted to, I can provide further details to that task. Okay, I can add the task. So once I've added the task, I can just double click on it and it will open up the details. Like so. So I can add the things like a start date, a due date. I can add in some notes to that task. If I click show on card, it means it's going to show on the planner. So whatever I want him to do, it's going to show on the planner. There we go. You can also, as you can see from this, you can add items, so you can add a checklist to that task. So if it's a big task, you might want to add certain steps to that. You can add in comments, etc. There you go. So I've told him what I need him to do, and I've just added a checklist to that because I need him to invite some people, and those are the people I want him to invite. There we go. And I'm happy with all. When I'm happy with all that, I can then just scroll to the bottom, and I can save it. Can I save it? Ah, no, I don't need to save it. I can just tick off it. Sorry. Okay, there we go. So, and as you can see, that's obviously got the information on the task. Okay, so how does that work with the to-do app? So basically, when you've created, if you've got a planner, and you can see it actually with planner, you can set the schedule up, and it comes up as a schedule. So if you've got, say, if you've got a planner set up for a project, you can use that schedule to see the timeline of different tasks that need to be completed throughout the project. Okay. And now if I now it's Stanleyed up, and this is how I mark it as complete. There you go, mark as complete. Okay. So it's Stanleyed up. If I now go back to my to-do app as Stanley, now if he goes into his assigned to you section, I'll do that. There we go. I can see now that task has been added to my assigned to me section. Okay, so that task is basically within the planner, so other people in my team can see it. Other people can assign me tasks. I can assign other people tasks. Okay, and that's great for team working. Okay, but then all that information still sits within my personal to-do app. Okay, and again, same with you can still set things like reminders for it as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna that was quite a lot to sort of take in. I'm just going to check that everybody's happy with that. And then we're going to move on how you can use the planner in Teams and how that links back to to-do. I think it's something that I think would be really super useful, especially for, say, projects and working within teams, so you can see what each other's doing. Okay. Right. I'm just going to suggest that we'll have a little go at this if you wanted to. I'm not going to ask you to assign any tasks to anybody or add anybody to a plan. Obviously, that's going to be a bit of a problem. But if you just want to at least locate the planner in Office 365, so if you want to go up to your waffle in the corner, have a go at creating a new plan, create a new bucket, and then just have a go at creating a new task with a due date, a checklist, and maybe just you can assign this to yourself. Okay, and the assigning stuff to yourself is really important actually, because if you assign stuff to yourself, that means that you're saying to your team you're going to do that task, which is quite important. Okay, do you want to just have a little go at that, and I'll just be around for the next few minutes just to see how we all get on. This is pretty much the last time I'm going to ask you to do anything in this session, because the rest is just me sort of showing you stuff. Oh, does this planner automatically link to do tasks? Yes. Yeah. So when you do your so obviously when you if you're set up a planner with your team, if your team assigns you tasks or you assign yourself tasks, they automatically appear in the assigned section. If I just go back and I can show you. So as you can see at the end, if you click on the assigned to you section, they'll automatically appear. This is why they say that everything kind of interlinks. Yeah, cool. Fabulous, awesome. Okay, so I'll just move on then, if that's okay, because I think a lot of people have managed it now. Okay, so just the final thing I just couple of things I just want to do for this session then. Let me just go back. Come on. There we go. So I just want to show you how it works with the planner in Teams. Okay, so basically if you've got a team, okay, this is just a random testing team that I've got. Basically you can set up a planner in your team, okay, for your team, and your team and yourself can set tasks for each other. And oh, thanks Lorraine, thanks Sally. Yeah, no, I will do. Yeah, sorry, of course. Yeah, I'll attach the PowerPoint to the chat at the end. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, because there's all these tutorials and things on here just to show you. I'm not speaking on any of these. It was really just for this session, but at least you can sort of see the steps and things. So in Teams, okay, you'll notice obviously you've got a general channel. Okay, so if you've got a team, if you wanted to create or add a planner to your team, okay, as you can see, I've already got a planner added. What you do is you add them to the tabs at the top. Okay, so if you go to your general channel in your team, you'll add it to the tab at the top. Okay, and this is what it looks like. So it looks the same basically as the planner in the app. Okay, so it looks exactly the same. So you've got a few different options with this. If you want to add a planner to your team, all you do is you go to the plus button at the top. Okay, and then what it should come up with, it should come up with the planner icon, okay, in the app. So if it doesn't, you can just search for it. Okay, and then you get this option here. Okay, so you can actually you can either create a new plan or you can use an existing plan from the team. Okay, so you've got those different options. So if you wanted to create a plan for your team and you're going to be using Teams, you might as well just create it in Teams. Okay, and again you have the same options as you do in Planner. Okay, so you've got your different buckets, okay, for your different topics, and again you can sort of just add a bucket to your planner like so. There we go. And again you can add a task the same as you would on the normal app. Okay, so it's the same process and you get the same options. Okay, exactly the same. The difference is that this is in Teams and everyone obviously you can just click on it in Teams. Okay, and I can assign that to Stanley Duck as I would do normally if he's in my team. Okay, and just to go back to the to-do app, because this is what we're here for, once I've set a task for him, or I've set myself a task, again, that will appear in my to-do app. Okay, so basically what you can have is you can have a whole list of tasks that you know for your team, and you can visually see exactly what your team are doing at any one time and where they're, what they need to do and what you need to do. Okay, and that is all linked to your digital to do app. Okay, so again I'm just sort of showing you how to do a task there, but we've kind of already covered that. Okay, and as you can see now, if I go into my assign to me section, again that's in my assign to me section from my team. Okay, so if I go into my sort of in my assigned section, that's in there as well. So that's all linking together. So basically you can have a personal to-do list in your to-do app, but you can really expand that out by using the planner tool in either on its own or in Teams, so that you can see what your team are doing and what tasks your team are doing, and also that automatically links back to your own to-do app, so you still get those reminders and you still get you can still see exactly what you need to do on a visual level. Okay, and it really sort of takes, for me, this entire app really just brings together a lot of organizational tools at your disposal. And if you're somebody like me that's super busy all the time, it can't, needs to keep on top of things. This kind of brings, across everything. So it brings across the things that you've been asked to do in your team. It brings across the things you've been asked to do by your manager. It brings into things that other people have asked you to do. Because I say you can flag emails and all sorts of stuff with it. And obviously you can put your own personal to-do list on there as well. Okay. That is pretty much... oh no, it's not the end of the session, sorry. I've got to just show you the to-do app. I'll just show you this because I know some people... This is what this looks like on my phone. Okay, so I'll just show you this. There you go. So this is just my phone, and I've got the to-do app in my Microsoft app section. And basically, if I just click on that, this is actually looking at Stanley Up. I see this, so I've got everything that I had on the app and everything I've got down here. And then obviously if I click into those, that shows me my tasks that I have. That basically, if I went into the app from Office 365, I have on there as well. So yeah, so I would say I was hoping that people were looking at the same thing as me, but obviously maybe perhaps not, because basically on my phone it looks pretty much exactly the same as it does in the Office 365 app, except it's just on my phone. And you can obviously do the same things, and you can interact with it on your phone. So you could have tasks on your phone, and then that will appear in the Office 365 app, etc., etc. Okay, so there we go. So has anybody got any questions? If you have got any questions, please come off mute, pop them in the chat. I'm sort of here. If you would like, please use this code here if you would like to get some points for attending this training. If you are wanting some points to your Microsoft Educator profile, if you're trying to be an MIE or you want to sort of register that you've done some training, you can actually use these points. This is a link here on the PowerPoint, so you can use that, and you can sort of enter this code. If you sign in and click on redeem achievement code, you can sign in and you can get some points for this training. I'll put the PowerPoint into the chat now. I'll just stop recording, and then if anybody's got any questions, you can just you can ask me.